We knew the political landscape was going to be vastly different tomorrow, but what I'm really struck by is the fact that there seems to be no middle ground politically anymore. It is right and it is left, and there's nothing left in between. John Wright.
Yeah, and that's going to be a real concern for both the government under Ford and also everyone in the province, because when you don't have that space on an axle, so to speak, it heats up and there's confrontation. And we've seen that before. We've seen it with Mike Harris and some of the reforms that he brought in. The fact of the matter is that you now have just two sword lengths apart, two ideologically very different groups with no Liberals and one Green Party member off to the side. And what this means is confrontation. It's going to mean that almost every step of the way, Andrea Horwath and her people are going to fight this government to ensure that they are not only the official opposition, but they sideswipe anything that the Liberal Party does to try and grow. So we're into even with Mike Harris, I mean, there was a little bit of space, especially in the second term. But right now, it's right against each other. And I think 3 months from now, 4 months from now, we're going to have the government getting ready to open the legislature. But it's going to be a very, very forceful group of people in that legislature.
And Doug Ford is going to have to make a lot of cuts, and he is going to have to target a lot of the programs that the Liberals and the NDP hold dear. He's going to have to, I would imagine. Catherine.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a huge job ahead of him. He is obviously inheriting a massive deficit. And, listening to his speech tonight, he said the things that I think Ontarians were really craving to hear, which is a leader standing up there saying, I'm going to rein in spending, I'm going to reduce the deficit, I'm going to make life more affordable. And I mean, people have wanted to hear that, and that's really, I think, one of the reasons why he won tonight. So he does have a huge job, and I guess we'll see how he's going to implement that.
Murtaza.
I think there's one other trend that I could see. If you notice that university towns, wherever you can find a university, they have not voted PC. So if you look at Kingston, Toronto, Ottawa, even Guelph, where a Green Party candidate, Hamilton, and St. Catharines. So what you see is a sort of a urban core going with the NDP, and university towns going with NDP, and the suburban 905 and then north going to PC. I think these spatial trends would mean a lot in terms of what kind of debates will happen at Queen's Park and what kind of agendas will be there. So you could see already that the focus will be very different, and I could see that it could either be very difficult or could be very smooth, depending upon how eager they are to run a smooth government.